Hello everybody, it's Jen. I have a card today for you using the Gerda Steiner Designs Hippo with Butterfly stamp set and the Doodle Bug Fairy Tales paper pad. So I cut out a panel using the stitched journal die from Lawn Fawn, and now I'm just inking up this adorable little hippo that comes in the 3x4 stamp set. And I'm using Lawn Fawn jet black ink here as it's good for alcohol marker coloring. So I stamped the little butterfly on the hippo's nose, and then my idea for this card was that there was kind of a bunch of butterflies flying up above him and one landed on his nose. So I'm just stamping a bunch of the butterflies and then I'm going to move into the coloring. So I'm using my Copic markers for this. I'll use a combination of Spectrum Noirs and Copics. And so I'm going lightest to darkest, and I am using C1, C3, and C5, and I'm also bringing in a purple. This is the BV01 that I'm going to be using here now. And I wanted to bring in a bit of purple because the paper is so colorful and it does have purple in it, and I thought it would give the hippo a really unique shading. I am now going back and I'm going over the BV01 with the C3, and then I decided to come back in with the C5 on the darker spots, blend that out with the C3, and then I'm going to use the C1 and blend that out completely on his cute little face. I absolutely adore the expression he has. So then I'm going to use the same kind of coloring on the bottom of the hippo for his belly and legs. And I was coloring it with the light source coming from the right, so the left-hand side of him is going to be darker. So I'm very excited to be guest designing for Gerda Steiner Designs, and it is definitely a treat to be designing for them. I really love this stamp set. I know the hippo is kind of their signature in their logo, and so it was really sweet to design for them using this particular stamp set. I do have my eye on their upcoming release, and I am going to be using one of their Halloween stamp sets for my Halloween card series. And if you're interested in purchase anything from Gerda Steiner Designs, I do have an affiliate link below. So if you click on that, it will take you over to the store and you can make a purchase, and I'll receive a little bit of some benefits for your purchase, and it's at no extra cost to you, and I would really appreciate it so that I can continue to make some more cards using these adorable stamp sets. So for the butterflies, I just wanted to use some of the colors that were in the pattern paper. So I'm using an orange, a pink, a purple, a green, a yellow, and blue just to tie in the pattern paper. And I'm doing two color blending with the butterflies as they are very small images. So I wanted to ground him on this little journal card die cut, and so I decided to have him on a little bit of grass. So I'm using two color blending again, and then I decided I needed to give him some blue eyes, and I wanted to darken up the little nails on his feet, so I used a C7 Copic marker for that. And now I just wanted to give the impression of a sky, so I'm using BT1 here from my Spectrum Noir markers. But I didn't want the sky to overtake the images, so it's very light, and then I'm going over that with my blender pen just to fade that out, and I do that over the grass mound as well. So there's the image. I'm going to be putting it on some fun foam here just to raise it from the card. I'm using the fancy scalloped border by Lawn Fawn here to cut out the paper from the paper pad. And then I'm going to be adhering that down to an A2 size card base. And now I'm going to stamp my sentiment, which says, "You were on my mind." And I'm using a piece of the orange paper that came in the kit and cut it out using a fishtail banner die. And I wanted to use orange because I'm going to tie that into the little heart on his shirt. So I'm going to use a little bit of fun foam on either side of the banner and then adhere that down with some liquid glue. I'm using the Nuvo liquid adhesive, And I decided to put that a little wonky for something different and to draw attention to not only the sentiment, but I think it frames the little hippo in a really adorable way. So I'm using my Spectrum Noir glitter brush marker here. I'm sparkling up his shirt and the butterflies, and then I'm using this enamel heart. This is a Michael's Recollections enamel heart, and I thought it would just give it some dimension on the card. I'm going to finish off by putting some glossy accents on the butterflies. I just love how that little butterfly is on his nose and the expression he gives. So the sentiment you were on my mind is like the one little pink one is the one that he's thinking about. So I hope you enjoyed this card today. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching, and I will see you soon in the next video. Take care. Bye.